Welcome back, friends. I am Vishal Thakkar, your friend, committed to make you rich. Today on Finance Tube, let us try and understand what happens when you take a loan. What kind of interest do you pay? And whether paying interest makes you rich or poor. Oops. Call. Hello?
Hello, I am calling from MNC Bank. Based on your credit rating, you are eligible for a personal loan. Would you be interested in availing one?
Well, frankly, ma'am, I am not in a need of cash. However, would like to understand the terms at which your bank would offer me a loan.
Great. Let me explain. Our bank can give you loans for a variety of reasons, including repayment of your existing high-interest loans. So, would you be interested in going for one?
Well, I was wanting to start my own education venture. I have thought of a different format of education which focuses on people becoming financially sharper irrespective of their profile. In order for me to start a university of that sort, I need about 10 million to buy a land. Would your bank fund me for this purpose?
No, sir. Our bank can give you from 3 lakhs up to 30 lakhs for about a year. Long-term personal loans are not offered.
Okay, what would be the rate of interest?
Sir, our loan is very cheap.
What do you mean by very cheap? How cheap?
Only 1.5% to 2.5% per month flat.
Is it?
Yes.
But I learned in my 8th class that interest on loan is never quoted per month. It is always quoted per annum.
You can multiply it by 12, sir.
Also, in our college, we were taught that loans carry interest on reducing balance and not flat.
Sorry, sir. We are only instructed to tell you this. I don't know what reducing you are talking about.
Let me explain. The basic difference between flat rate of interest and reducing rate of interest is that if you borrow 100,000 where you can repay it in 10 months, then the interest on 100,000 would be charged only for the first month, and then on 90,000 for the second and 80,000 for the third month, and so on. This is true in case of a reducing rate of interest. Whereas in case of flat, even though the principal is getting repaid every month, the interest is continued to be charged on the entire borrowed amount. Thus, you end up paying more interest to the bank, and also the bank keeps on charging interest to you on the entire 100,000 even if 1 rupee of loan is left outstanding after 10 months.
Now I understand. But our bank charges interest on reducing only. Flat rates are quoted only for the purpose of telling the clients. I don't know why the bank does so.
Banks use flat quotes because the rate of interest appear much cheaper when quoted flat. The APR or the annualized percentage rate on loan would look much higher.
I don't understand. Can you elaborate?
Let me give you an example. If you say that your interest rate is 1.5% per month flat, then to convert it to reducing, you would have to multiply it by 1.8. Now this 1.8 is nothing but a shortcut for converting from flat to reducing. In case you wish to go from reducing to flat, then divide the given rate by 1.8. Thus, in your case, 1.5 into 1.8 would give you 2.7% per month, which converted to per annum would become 2.7 multiplied by 12, as you just said, to 32.4%. Now, ma'am, try and understand. 32.4% per annum is a very high borrowing cost by any stretch of imagination. A car loan is 13 to 14% per annum reducing, and a home loan is 10 to 11% reducing. A personal loan, generally meant for consumption, does not qualify for any tax breaks as against a home or a car loan. Thus, it is one of the most expensive ways of funding consumption expenditure. And you are telling me 1.5 to 2.5. That does not mean that you will give me at 1.5. No. Suppose if you give me at 2.5, then look at the calculation. 2.5 into 1.8 is 4.5% per month, and 4.5% per month is 54% per annum. That's astonishing. I mean, no wonder banks have these big buildings and all French chandeliers. They can afford everything at the customer's cost.
Sir, this is all I can offer you at this point of time. Are you interested at all?
At 54%? No ways. Bye. You saw, friends, this is how banks make money. If you have any high cost loans, I advise you to pay them off immediately. If you cannot pay them off, convert them into a more secured, low interest bearing loan. That is the surest way of reducing debt and going on your path of wealth creation. A lot of people tell me that I am digging my grave, I am under deep debt, what should I do? I give them a simple advice. If you think you are digging your own grave, the first thing that you should do is stop digging. That's my message for today. So if you wish to create wealth, cut down on your debt, subscribe to Finance Tube, and we'll give you more tips on how you can manage your money more effectively. So do you realize that by putting money in saving account, you are earning minus 9%? Oh, did I hear you telling me that you don't put money in saving account? You put it in FD, right?